Tell me if you really there. Don't make me fall in love again if he won't be here next year.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. How's it going? I hope it's going good. My name is Shayna. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'll be doing another pick a card reading for you guys, and today's topic will be what is the gossip on you. Today will be another collaboration with the one, the only K Reads. She is an amazing tarot reader here on YouTube, and she will be doing a pick a card reading as well, and her topic will be what makes you intimidating. So be sure to go check out her video after you finish mine, and her video will be linked in the description box below. So now without further ado, I will have the pictures come up that you can meditate on, so you can pick the pile and or piles that resonate to you and call out to you the most, so you can pick your reading. And I'll see you guys in your reading.
Feeling Christmas all around, and I'm trying to play it cool, but it's hard to focus when I see you walking across the room.
Okay, pile number one. Let me light this incense. Does anybody else have a hard time with the incense like staying lit? It's so annoying to me, like, honestly. But okay, so pile number one. If you pick the photo of the girl in the all white and she's outside of this beautiful, like, it looks like an ancient or like vintage building with a Christmas tree, then this is the reading for you. I have to put my nose piece back in my nose, because these nose cuffs be hurting my nose okay, because they be pinching the nerve, but they're so cute. I don't know if that was ghetto, but okay. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number one's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. May you return any negative energy that's being sent to my pile number ones back to the sender tenfold. Amen. Lord Heavenly Father, what is the gossip on my pile number ones? What is the gossip on my pile number ones? I'm getting that they see that you travel. Like, people think that you're always traveling, and they're wondering how you're able to afford it. People are talking about how you always have new outfits, you always look on point, and you're always traveling somewhere new and exciting and places that they wish that they can travel to. They also, the gossip is that like your Instagram feed it's always like really nice if you like post on a regular basis, or like if you post anything, that is always like your content is always really good. I'm also hearing that you exude like star energy. You're just like really beautiful, and you always put yourself together very well, and you dress like you look like a Pinterest model. Like, you look like a Pinterest board. The gossip on you is that you're a Pinterest board. We have the Page of Swords coming out. That's the gossip on my pile number ones. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse. And then we also have the Six of Swords and the Three of Swords. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I didn't know all these cards. And then the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the gossip on you is that you don't entertain people who are like new. Like, you're new to this. You're true to this. You're not new to this. So you don't entertain people who are new to this. You only entertain people who are true to this as well. You are quick to move forward and such, and you don't have to work very hard for the things that you get. You get things handed to you. That's the gossip on you. Also, the gossip on you is that you are a heartbreaker, and you're always breaking people's hearts. You're always moving on from people from the past, and you will leave people in the dust. Like, if somebody doesn't give you exactly what you want, if somebody makes your life hard, if somebody doesn't communicate to you, if somebody's not communicating to you all the time, like consistently, then you move on from them. Or if they're not taking you out, if they're not spending money on you, if they're not spoiling you, things like that, you're going to leave them behind. And you're gonna, like, if they're not paying for your trips and things like that, if they're not paying for you to go shopping, if they're not paying for you to go out to eat, and they're not just sending you money, if they're not texting you all the time, if they're not making your life easier, then you're moving on. And you break their hearts. Like, these people are heartbroken when you leave their life. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit card. So the gossip on you is that you like to be outside. that you are out of your hermit mode, that you have done all the introspection and you have done all the growing that you need to do, and you have became a beautiful butterfly, and that now you're ready to explore the world, you're ready to date, you're ready to be out there in the world, in the open. And that is why you're always traveling, because you realize that your soulmate is not in the state that you live in, maybe not even in the country that you live in. So you're exploring to different countries, different areas of the world in order to find your soulmate and be with the person that you're meant to be with, because the one who you're supposed to be with is not where you are. We have the Hermit in reverse coming out again. That's crazy. The gossip on you is that you're outside. Like, you outside for real. You don't got time for people who is still trying to be inside. Like, you already ascended past then, the world. The gossip on you is that you're traveling the world and you're seeing the world, and that you are the death card. That you moved on, that you transformed, that you're not waiting for anyone who is still in like the little kid era. We have the Chariot, that you are moving, that your life is ascending and your life is like progressing very quickly. The gossip could also be that you have a really nice car. And then also we have the Four of Swords in reverse. The gossip on you is that you're over any self-limiting beliefs that you have, that we have the Three of Cups as well, that you are you're over any self-limiting beliefs that you have, that you got over any mental health that you had. When you think about something, you don't sit down and contemplate it and overthink it and go it over and over and over again. When you think something, you take action and you go with it. You end cycles as quickly as possible. If something happens that you're not a fan of, you end the cycle, you transform, you move forward, and you don't have time to sit down and contemplate and be anxious about things and overthink things, overthink situations, overthink a man not wanting to take you out on dates and not spend money on you and not take you shopping. It's like, you know what you want. It's either you're going to do it or you don't. If you don't want to do it, then you're going to get your heart broken. Not you, but that person who didn't want to give you what you wanted in the first place. They're going to get their heart broken because you're going to move on in life, and your life is going to continue to be great because your life is great. You created your life to be exactly what you wanted it to be, and you're going to move forward and continue to make your life great because your life is great. You know how to manifest your dream life. You do it on a daily basis, and then every day is better than the last. So if somebody comes into your life and then they're making your life not feel as great as it was the day before, then that means that person is negative energy, bad vibes, and they have to go. It's not, you realize that the gospel on you is that you know that you're not the problem. You realize that you was never the problem, and that your life has always been perfect. It's just you used to allow negative energies and negative entities around you that will bring down your vibe and try to control you and try to make you feel as though you was lesser than, and try to manipulate you and like gaslight you into feeling as if you were the problem, when in reality they were the problem, and they just didn't want to give you what you wanted when you had no problem giving yourself what you wanted, or the next person was going to give you what you wanted, or whatever the case is. So the gospel on you is that you're quick to move on because you know your life is better without certain people in your life. The gossip on you is that you if you want to get into like the negative, the way like the haters, the way they say it, the gossip on you is that you're full of yourself and you're stuck up and you are too high maintenance, and that you're spoiled, you're a spoiled brat, you're spoiled rotten, and you think that the world revolves around you, and that you think things should just be handed to you and you shouldn't have to work for anything, and that you should just be able to get up and go as you please, and no one can ever say anything to you, and that you can't hear the word no. Like, you hate to hear the word no. And you probably do hate to hear the word no, because why are you hearing the word no? You wouldn't tell yourself no. No, your daddy won't tell you no, your mommy won't tell you no, so why are you telling yourself no? And if one of them do tell you no, then somebody else is gonna do it, or you won't do it. Like, the thing is, the gossip on you is that you see no reason to not get everything that you want. So, like, the gossip on you is that you won't settle down because you don't like hearing no. So you need multiple options. So if one person tells you no, you go to the next one. But then when you go to the next one, you're breaking the heart of somebody else. Like, the gossip on you is that, like, you feel the need to always get what you want. But, like, I feel like that's understandable. Signs that are present are Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and then Scorpio again. Because I only pick major arcana cards. I only go off of major arcana cards now. And we're going to pull from one more tarot deck. Because I like pulling from multiple tarot decks, so I can have like multiple of the same cards come out. I think that's cool when that happens. We have the Death card coming out, so more Scorpio. You see, I love when that happens. What is the gossip on my pile number ones? We have the Three of Wands coming out. What is the gossip on my pile number ones? We have, actually no, because, oh no, that's too many cards coming out at the same time. I like when one card comes out at a time. What is the gossip on pile number one? There you go. We have the Nine of Swords. We have, what is the gossip on pile number one? We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Again. It came out in reverse last time too. What is the gossip on pile number one? What is it? Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, traveling the world, what I tell you. And then we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So the gossip on you is that you had to overcome a bunch of turmoil, a lot of like hardships in your life. Like the gossip on you is that you used to let people manipulate you and like control how your mental your mental status, you know, how your mental health was. Like you used to give people too much power over you and how you viewed yourself. Like you could have had low self-esteem and such like that. But the gossip is that you overcame that you transformed and transmuted that energy, that you poured into yourself, and that you started to see yourself as the Empress. Like you, instead of trying to look for validation and love from everywhere else, you started to look for that within yourself. Again, the gossip on you is that you didn't have to try really hard for this because you had everything put into place for you anyway. Like you were, the gossip on you is that you was already beautiful. You already had money. You already were successful. You already were talented. You already were all these things. So when you wanted to look at yourself for love and validation, you didn't have to look hard because you were already perfect in your image, right? You was already that dream girl, but you were so focused on everybody else and what everybody else thought. When everybody else thought you was beautiful and perfect and all these things and wealthy and successful and all these things too, but they were trying to hide it from you to make you insecure, to try to humble you. So the gossip is that it's no longer working. The gossip is that their tricks, because these people were doing it too, whoever's gossiping about you. They used to do this purposely to you because they thought life was too easy for you, and they were jealous, and they were envious, and they were throwing you evil eye and trying to block your blessings and hide it from you and put up illusions and a fog in front of you so you wouldn't see your worth and you wouldn't see how perfect you are and how much everybody loved you. So they try to act like you wasn't that girl, that you wasn't that person that everybody wanted to be and everybody wanted to be with, and that they was trying to act like you and try to develop your personality and your style and your fashion because they saw you as wealth, they saw you as success, they saw you as that perfect girl or that perfect guy. So the gossip on you is that you no longer, because you're no longer looking for outside validation or trying to find love outside of yourself, that their tactics are no longer working and they have to come up with something else and something new. Again, with the Eight of Wands, the gossip is that you're traveling too much. Like you have other people shooketh and sad because you're traveling so much, and that, so the gossip on you is that their manifestations of trying to block your blessings is not working anymore because you're still traveling and you're still getting all these messages coming in and you're still getting all these opportunities. So it's like them seeing you being successful is making them upset because that means they're unsuccessful, because they're focusing their energy on blocking your blessings and hoping that nothing good happens to you, but yet everything good is still happening to you. Whenever they find something new good that happens to you, like you have a new achievement or you're going somewhere new or whatever the case is, they're like, wait a minute, but I was trying to manifest that they didn't get any of the stuff, but none of that was working, so I'm wasting all this time trying to block their blessings, but yet everything is still going good for them. Like, what is this? So am I not magical? Like, they feel as though they are lacking, like their manifestation skills or, you know, their magic skills, their witch skills, whatever the case is trash now, and you have them feeling some type of way, and like, because they're looking for outside validation. Basically, they're comparing themselves to you. So the gossip is that anybody who's trying to compare themselves to you is losing. Like anybody who's in competition with you is losing. The gossip is that you're winning. The gossip is that you're number one, that you're on top. The gossip is that you are the boss, you are that empress, you are the goddess, you are the god, whatever the case is. Like you're the person on top. The gossip is that you're the best. The gossip is that you have transformed and transcend quicker than anybody else around you, and that you are doing the best out here. You're doing better than anybody else around you, and that you're doing it easily and effortlessly, and you're making it, you look good doing it, and that you make it look easy. You make it look like it's effortless and flawless. The gossip on you is that your work, your talents, your craft is flawless. Yeah, that is your messages, pile number 1. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which part you came from and how it resonated. Also, be sure that you are subscribed to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. You can find the links to the rest of my platforms in the description box, as well as my Etsy to book a personal reading from me, and you can also find my Patreon in the description box as well. Also, be sure to check out K Reads. Sorry. Make sure to check out K Reads' channel and her video on what makes you intimidating. She is a great reader. Absolutely love her, and her video will be linked in the description box as well. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. If you pick the photo that has the 2 Christmas trees and the chair in like a white room, and then this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap into pile number 2's energy so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. And Lord Heavenly Father, please send back any negative energy that's being sent to my pile number 2 back to the sender tenfold. Amen. Lord Heavenly Father, what is the gossip on my pile number 2's? Be sure to check out K Reads' reading after this reading. She will be doing what makes you intimidating. Her video will be linked in the description box below, so don't forget to go check out her channel, like, comment, and subscribe for her as well, and for here as well. And we'll get into your reading now. So I'm using 3 different tarot decks today because I like being able to see the same cards come out in the same direction too from different piles. I just think it's cool because the probability of that is actually crazy. We have the High Priestess coming out. Ooh. What is the gossip on my pile number 2's? We have the World. What is the gossip on my pile number 2's? What is the gossip on my pile number 2's? We have the 4 of Pentacles, as you should. I want to say as you should, bitch, but I don't like cursing, especially on YouTube. But honestly, in my real life too, like I just don't like cursing. But as you should, as you should, Queen. There you go. That's a better word. Oh, as you should, High Priestess. Okay. We have the 8 of Swords coming out in reverse. And then one more from this deck. We have there's 2 cards that came out, and we only need 1 more, okay? What is the gossip on my pile number 2's? There we go, perfect. We have the Lovers coming out, as you should. As you should, okay? The gossip on you, 1, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Wands. The gossip on you is that you are very intuitive. You complete cycles, like you follow your intuition and guidance from the universe, and you complete cycles and challenges very quick and swiftly. Also, the gossip on you is that you are very stingy with your belongings and your money, and that's why I was like, as you should, because I can tell that you're somebody who is very intuitive, very kind, very generous, but you have a great intuition where you know if somebody is genuine and care for you and will do the same for you or not. With the World card, this is a lesson that you have to overcome and you have to learn, and it's probably a lesson you have to relive and redo over and over and over again before you learn the lesson of becoming more stingy with your finances, with your resources, and with your blessings and your energy. You were somebody who gave a lot, and you no longer do that. That's the gossip on you. You're more stingy with your time, your attention, your energy, your love, your finances, all that stuff. Another gossip that's on you is that you're very confident. If you want to talk about it like the negative way that people are saying it, is that you're full of yourself. You're conceited. You're narcissistic. But it's because you learn to love yourself, to value yourself, to not settle for anything less, and to put yourself first. You tell yourself that you're beautiful and that you love yourself and you love your body and you love your face and you love the way you look, you love the way you dress, you love the way you do your hair, you love the way you do your makeup, you love your nails, you love how smart you are, you deserve the world, you're gonna give yourself the world, and if somebody doesn't give you the whole world, then they gotta go. And then because you tell yourself these things, people are like, oh, she's conceited, oh, she's full of herself, or he, oh, they're narcissistic, all they do is think about themselves, all they do is care about themselves, because you don't want to give them your money, or you don't want to give them your time. Whenever you try to call them, they don't answer, but if they call you, they expect you to answer first call and be there as quickly as possible. So the gossip on you is that you pour into yourself what you used to pour into others. With the Lovers card, the gossip on you is that everybody's in love with you, and everybody thinks that you're the soulmate. The gossip on you, the way they're saying it is, pile number 2 is my soulmate. Pile number 2 is my twin flame. I just know it. The gossip on you is that this is what they say. I watched this tarot reading on pile number 2, and they told me that they're my soulmate. They told me that we're supposed to be together and they love me and that we're going to be together. I just have to get myself together and pour into myself and like get myself into the level for pile number 2. So pile number 2 will give me that energy, and then we'll be together and live happily ever after. The gossip on you is that people are trying to get their life together so that they can be with you. The gossip on you is also that you know how people feel. The gossip on you is that you know what you do to others. You know what you do. You know what you're doing. You know how your energy affects people, and that you're not playing, or you're not here for like the wishy-washy guys, the guys who are hot and cold, or like the girls, you know. You're not here for like the one-night stands. You're not here for just the people who take and take and take. We have the 9 of Wands coming out in reverse. We have, oh my gosh, there's so many cards. I'm not taking all those. I wanted to, because one of the cards were most definitely supposed to be there, but there we go. You see it has to come out like, I don't know if you guys can see the cards coming out, but we have the 5 of Pentacles coming out. We have the Hierophant coming out. What's the gossip on pile number 2? Okay, no, they told me to put the Hierophant back because I didn't ask the question before. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have the King of Cups coming out. Okay, what is the gossip on pile number 2? We have the 4 of Wands coming out. What is the gossip on pile number 2? We have the 5 of Cups coming out in reverse. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Star card. So the gossip on you is that you know when to have your boundaries up. That the boundaries that you have put in place is not uncalled for. It is actually smart and it's intuitive. The gossip on you is just, it's like, people are like, how does she know? Like, how does she know, or how does he know when I'm trying to play them? Because they're just, like, whenever I have poor intentions, they're just so quick to put up walls, put up boundaries. I can't get to them. They're not answering my calls. They don't answer my texts. They block me, yada, yada. And I haven't even done anything to actually show them that my intentions are poor. But when my intentions were impure. You know, I had poor intention, poor, right? But whenever I had pure intention, somehow she answers really quickly and she responds to my text. And, you know, we can hang out and we have a good time. But then the moment that my intentions become poor, or like I start to have negative thoughts or something, walls are up real quick. It's like she knows. How does she know? Like, that's so weird. It's like whenever I'm around pile number 2, I have to have the purest intentions, or like, it's like God keeps them away from me. Which is the case. God keeps you protected. God keeps anybody who has negative intentions towards you away from you, unless they have pure intentions. So that is what the gossip is about you. Also, what the gossip is about you is that you have overcame thinking as if you wasn't enough. You know, sitting around waiting for somebody to come and save you. You learned how to save yourself. With the King of Cups here, the gossip on you is that there is a man who is very empathic, and very intuitive, very loving, that is here and wants to marry you. The gossip on you is that you're engaged, or you're married, or you're going too soon, or you're in like a really healthy relationship. I don't know if you are or not, but people feel as though you are, or they just feel as though many men want to marry you. The gossip on you is that you're like wifey material. Or if you're a man, then like the gossip on you is that you will end up marrying somebody who's great. Like you will be a great man to marry. Like a lot of women want to marry you. The gossip on you is that you have a very beautiful home. That I got that from the picture too. And then with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is like home, stability, healthy foundation. Also like marriage, twin flame. Again, so a lot of people see you as a divine counterpart, see you as a twin flame, see you as their soulmate. With the Five of Cups in reverse, a lot of people, the gossip on you is that you don't cry over spilled milk. You don't cry over lovers who you have to leave in the past, or over people who didn't treat you right. Like the gossip on you is that you would rather be single than be with somebody who didn't treat you right. So you're not even going to be upset about somebody who you had to leave in the past, because you prefer your life without them anyway. So honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. It wasn't even a blessing in disguise. It was just straight a blessing for them to show you their true colors, because now you don't have to put up with that anymore. Now you don't have to deal with that. If a relationship ended, then you're just like, thank God, thank the Lord. At least this is the gossip on you. Like you're just like, thank the Lord that they're no longer in my life, because now I can be single again, and now I can have the time and attention that I used to pour into that person. I can have it for myself again. Like I said, the gossip on you is that you're conceited and you're full of yourself and you're narcissistic, and all you care about is yourself, and you just want to be with yourself and think about yourself and care about yourself and pour into yourself, which honestly to me doesn't sound like a bad thing, because everybody wants you to pour into them when they don't want to pour into you. That sounds narcissistic to me. You are somebody who you will pour into somebody as long as they're pouring into you. But then the moment you start to pour into yourself, because they're not pouring into you, you're narcissistic and you're conceited and you're full of yourself and you're stuck up and you're high maintenance. As you should be, girl, as you should. Oh boy, you as you should. Like, the gossip on you is that you don't give two shits about anybody else but yourself. What is the gossip on pile number 2? We have the Hangman in reverse. The gossip on you is that you don't go back and forth with yourself. You trust your intuition and you move accordingly. You move forward. You're not gonna doubt. You don't doubt yourself. You don't doubt your intuition. The gossip on you is that your intuition is your best friend. God's your best friend. Your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, your archangels, your spirit guides, your spirit baby, your spirit animals, all of them, they're your best friends. Those are the people that you spend the most time with, because they show you what's real, what's up. They let you know, are you supposed to put up your boundaries? Are you supposed to move past somebody? Can you trust this person? Yada yada. And you trust your intuition, and you trust your spirit guides, you trust your spirit team, and you follow you follow their guidance, you follow their messages, and you move accordingly. We have the Six of Pentacles. What is the gossip? Hold on. No, I'm trying to finish the question before I start taking cards. What is the gossip on pile? Oh my gosh, let me finish the question. What is the gossip on pile number 4? What is the gossip on pile number 2? Oh my gosh. What is the gossip on pile number 2? Thank you. No, I was like 4 cards. What is the gossip on pile number 2? Okay, thank you. We have the Nine of Cups. What is the gossip on pile number 2? We have the Fool. Oh yeah. We have the gossip on pile. Okay. Hold on. Like I said. Wait. No, I want to take this. I'm sorry. Okay, and then we have the Six of Cups coming out. Okay. I want to take it because it was the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands was at the bottom of that deck. So I'm just like, yeah, that's a sign. That was for that. Okay, cool. So the gossip on you with the Six of Pentacles is that you have grown past the people from your past. You have transcended past that. You no longer look back at the mistakes you made, or like the people who hurt you in the past, the fake friends that you grew up with, the people who from your hometown that's in competition with you. You're not even in competition with them. You have moved so far beyond that it's not even a competition. You're in your own lane. You're somewhere. You have reached places they can't even dream about reaching. They haven't even thought about reaching the places that you have actually physically been. That's the gossip on you. the gossip on you is that you've been in so many new places that the people from your past would never even have it's mind blowing. You know how I don't have words to say right now? Like, that's how they feel when they hear about the things that you accomplished. Like, the gossip on you is the things that you've seen, the things you've been to, the achievements you made, the connections you have, the network that you have. Like, the gossip on you is that it's out of this world. Like, it's something where you would have never actually expected anybody that you knew to actually know the people that you know and have close relationships with the people that you have a close relationship with. Or gone to the places that you've been to, or know the people that you know and talk to the people that you know that you talk to, and work with the people that you work with. With the Nine of Cups, the gossip on you is that you're living your dream life, that you're living a fantasy, and like you're living a fairy tale life. You're living a fantasy, but in real life. The gossip on you is that your life is literally perfect, and you're living the life that they wish that they can live. Also, the gossip on you is that the fact that you started to love yourself and stop looking for outside validation, and you poured into yourself and started pouring into other people, caused this great man to find you and love you and pour into you, and cause you to embark on this new journey where you're in a committed relationship, happy, loving, marriage material. If you guys aren't married yet, then you guys are going to be married soon. Like, they just see you marrying somebody who's very healthy and emotionally intact, emotionally in tune, emotionally available, and that's the gospel. Like, they're jealous. They're jealous because they're just like, why am I with this bum when sis has this amazing man? They want your man, basically. With the Knight of Wands, the gossip on you is that you are a heartbreaker. Like, you could be like a playboy. Like, you know how to date. You date a lot of people. And I said date, not fuck, you know. So the gossip on you is that you make a lot of people fall in love with you, and a lot of people fall in love with you very quickly, and then you leave them behind when they don't treat you the way that you want to be treated, and then these people are still stuck on you, and they're crying over you and wanting you to come back, and they see you as the one that got away. So this could be exes, or people who you're talking to, or people who wanted a chance with you, who you didn't even give them the time of day, that's talking about how, yeah, like, she's way out of my league, or she thinks. It could be either you're way out of the league, or they're like, they think you're out of the league, so then they're trying to bash you and like spread rumors and gossip about you, where they're just like, yeah, she thinks she's so good, she thinks she's too good for me, or like too good for us, and like she thinks she's this hot shot, and she's narcissistic and full of herself, and thinks she's just so perfect, and that her life is so perfect, and that she doesn't need anybody, and like yada yada, and she thinks she's gonna get married and yada yada, but who's gonna marry her if she has these high ass standards? No one. That's so unrealistic. She's living in a fantasy world, and she's living in a fairy tale where that's not even real life, where in reality you actually are living the things that you always wanted, and it's not even hard for you to actually experience it. And these people who's telling you that you're not going to get the things you wanted, they actually did the things that you wanted as well, and that they just didn't realize it because they thought that what you wanted was so outlandish, when it's really just, you know, somebody showing that you care, and that they do that, but they can't keep up with it. You know, like, they can't stay consistent with it, so they do it for a little bit, and then you leave them after, which is why the relationships don't stay very long, and then they get butthurt and heartbroken because they fell in love with you, and they still want to be able to do those things for you. It's just they can't keep up with it because they can't afford it. So then they get insecure, and they feel like insulted, and they get triggered, basically. But yeah, those are your messages, pile number 2. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which pile you came from and how it resonated. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. You can also find the links to all of my platforms in the description box below, and my Patreon, where you can find many different videos from me. I'm posting every single day on there for Vlogmas. Also, you can find the link to my Etsy, where you can book a personal reading for me. Depending on which tier you pick, you'll get a percentage off of your personal reading on my Etsy. Also, be sure to check out K Reed's video on what makes you intimidating. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you pick the photo of the kitchen and like the little candle, what is it, nutcracker, a little Christmas tree on the island, and this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number three's energy so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth for the good of all and harm to none. And Lord Heavenly Father, please send any negative energy that's being sent to my pile number three back to the sender tenfold. Amen. Lord Heavenly Father, what is the gossip on pile number three? Okay, before I get into your reading though, let me give a little announcement. If you would skip through the intro, then this is a collaboration with Kay Reads where she'll be doing a reading on what makes you intimidating, so make sure that you go and check out her reading as well. After you finish this reading, her link to her video will be in the description box below. Make sure you're showing her love, subscribe to her channel, press the bell notification so you can be notified whenever she uploads, like her video, and leave a comment below letting her know that you came from my channel and that let her know how you came from and how her video resonated. Also, if you would like to subscribe to my Patreon, that will be linked in the description box below, where you can find many different videos from me, and there will be more videos coming up and going up on that platform every single day of the month of December. Okay, but back to your reading. Gossip on you is that when you're a very good cook, and or that you have a very nice kitchen, you decorate your kitchen very well, and you have a bunch of like tools and appliances in your kitchen. Also that you are a foodie and that you're kind of picky when it comes to the food you eat, and not picky in a sense where you only eat chicken fingers and french fries, but picky in a sense where it's like, you know, because you're a good cook, you know what is good food and what's not. So if you go out to a restaurant, you have to go to a restaurant where the food is cooked better than you can cook food. So you're very picky about where you like to be taken out to eat, especially on like dates and things like that. Okay, so what is the gossip on my pile number threes? Also, the sun is going to be going down, so I know the lighting looks different from the beginning of this video, like the intro, but it's because it's like 4:30. After 4:30, it's 4:42 right now, so the sun started setting during like pile 1, pile 2, so I had to put on my lights instead of just using natural lighting the whole time. So as the video goes on, as the reading goes on, it will continue to get darker and darker in the background, but that's just because the sun is setting. Okay, also my battery is going to die soon, so I'm going to have to change it out very soon. But what is the gossip on my pile number threes? We have the Judgment card. Like I said, you're judgmental. You're a hard critic. What is the... We have the Nine of Cups coming out. You might want to go check out pile number 2. Only if you was called to. You don't have to. What is the gossip on pile number 2? Pile number 3. Damn. Hold on, I'm going to put that back because... So like I said, my battery was going to die. So it just died. So I just had to switch it out very quickly. I have an exam. Like I have a final exam literally in 16 minutes. So as soon as I finish this reading, I'm going to have to log into that final exam. What is the gossip on pile number 3? What is the gossip on pile number 3? What is the gossip on pile number 3? We have the Star card coming out. What is the gossip? We have the King of Cups. What's the gossip on pile number 3? Oh, come on. What's the gossip on pile number 3? We have the Four of Wands. Okay. I need to stop teasing y'all with acting like I'm showing y'all cards. I'm like, you can't see the card. Like, let me stop doing that. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the gossip on you is that you're very judgmental. You are very adamant on not only creating but living your dream life every single day. Like, living in that. The gossip on you is that you're a star, that you're like famous, celebrity, or that you just get a lot of attention. You could just be popular. Like, you can be the town celebrity. Like, you can just have like a lot of followers on social media for like your town or like the people around you in your friend group. You can have like the most following. The gossip on you is that you get a lot of attention, like healthy attention, from mature men who are emotionally mature, and that you are going to get married soon. The gossip on you, yeah, if you want to check out pile number 2, I would actually highly suggest that after you finish this one, or like before and then come back to this reading. It's up to you, but I would watch both of them. The gossip on you is that you have put a lot of time and attention and thought and judgment into the type of man that you want to marry, and that you're not settling for anything less. Also, the gossip on you is that you wished upon a star and it came true, or that your wishes always come true, or you're just really good at manifesting, or you're living like a dream life. You're living in a dream. Something like that. Like, you're delusional, but your delusions make sense and your delusions come true. Like, the gossip on you is that you make a wish and your wish comes true. The gossip on you is that you also are very adamant and strategic with how you go about making your wishes or your manifestations. Like, you will want a really big goal, and then you'll manifest things to get you to that big goal. So you'll be trying to manifest, say you try to manifest $1 million. In order to get to $1 million, you'll try to manifest knowledge on how to become a millionaire. And then you'll manifest the knowledge to become a millionaire. Then with the knowledge that you have to become a millionaire, say that you decide, okay, you find out that you need to make, like the average millionaire has 7 sources of income, and the majority of that source of income is passive income, right? So not only you try to manifest that $1 million or becoming a multi-millionaire, and then you manifested the knowledge to become a multi-millionaire, and now, okay, you realize that you need 7 sources of income and have them be passive sources of income. So then you manifest having stocks, then you manifest basically 7 sources of income. And then, so then you figure out which 7 sources of income that you want. So you manifested, okay, you figure out that you want some stocks, you want to do like social media, and you want to have 3 different platforms on social media, all of them paying you, and then you also want to make commission, and then you also want to make music and then make royalty, and then you also want to write a book and then get royalty from the books that you make that you write as well. So then that's 7 sources of income. So then you manifested the 7 sources of income. Now that you have the 7 sources of income, now you manifest making more. You manifest making more of an income from each one, like increasing the income that you receive from each source of income, right? So the gossip on you is that you're a genius, that you're you're manifestational genius. I don't know if that's a word, manifestational. You're a manifestation genius. You know, like, you go above and beyond. Like, you don't just follow the trends and what the gurus are telling you on how to manifest on social media. You go beyond that. You use your actual earthly knowledge, like your 3D knowledge, like you use your common sense and apply that towards the knowledge that you learn from these manifestation gurus, and then you put 2 and 2 together so you can get 4. And boy, does 4 come out every single time. And then that's so funny because we end with the 4 of Wands. That is so funny. So say you want to manifest a husband, right? You won't just manifest a husband, because then you would have already been married already. But it's like you want to live this dream life. You want this man to be able to provide for you everything. You want to be a stay-at-home wife to a very wealthy man who takes you shopping at Chanel and Hermes and all that stuff. So you're not just going to manifest a man who's emotionally mature, but no, best believe that man who you marry will also be emotionally mature, who loves and cherishes you and puts you first and loves everything about you, right? But at the same time, you're also going to marry a man who's very well known for the field that he's in. So then he has status in his field where he's top of mind in his field, so he's making a great income. Like, he's probably one of the most highest earning men in his career field. And then you also manifest that they make you happy and, fulfill all your dreams and your wishes before you can think about it. And then you also manifest a man who's as judgmental as you, who's as much of a foodie as you, who cares about quality just as much as you. So then you can have not only the emotional, not only a man who's emotionally mature and loving and knows how to communicate his emotions, you also have a man who's successful and top of mind, who won't get jealous of you and your successes, a man who can make you happy and fulfill you completely, a man who also has the same level of stuck-upness or judgmentalness as you, or just a man who knows quality and loves quality, so you don't have to beg somebody to take you somewhere of quality, because this man only goes to places of quality. So then you can go to places of quality, which makes your life easier. So then you end up manifesting your dream man. So the gossip in you is that you're well-rounded and you know exactly what you want and you won't settle for less. and that you know exactly how to manifest things, and that you're going to end up, or you are with, a very successful, wealthy man. What is the gossip on pile number 3? Sorry, what is the gossip on pile number 3? Oh my gosh, wait until I finish the question at least once. What is the gossip on pile number 3? Clearly, I gotta wait until I ask the questions to start shuffling. What is the gossip on pile number 3? Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Upright. Okay. What is the gossip on pile number 3? What is the gossip on pile number 3? We have the Eight of Pentacles. What is the gossip on pile number 3? We have the Nine of Swords. What is the gossip on pile number 3? We have the Death card. What is the gossip on pile number 3? We have the King of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. Oh, well, that was a card that came out before. Well, okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, kind of wanted to come out in reverse, but like came out upright. So with the, okay, so the gossip on you is that you don't want anybody who has petty change. You want somebody who has a lot of money. Like, the gossip on you is that you're kind of like a gold digger, that you expect a man to buy you designer and take you to like Michelin star restaurants and take you like travel, like buy you flights to travel places, and you only want to travel on like JetBlue or like American Airlines or Qatar, and like travel first class planes and like things like that. You also only want to travel like out of the country, and you know, go to like the best places to vacation. So basically, the gossip on you is that you're like, you judge people based off of their finances, which I don't really think that's the case. Like, you're not gonna be like, oh, somebody's less than them because they don't have a lot of money. But I feel like you want to live a certain lifestyle, and you understand what it takes in order to live that type of lifestyle. So you don't want anybody to feel less than, or like they can't do it, and you don't want to feel like you're being restricted. So you only date men who have money, or you only really entertain men who have money and are willing to spend it on you. So that's the gossip on you. With the Eight of Pentacles under the Nine of Cups, the gossip on you is that you're living, that you do something, you work in your dream field. The gossip on you is that you're working in your dream field, and you're doing the thing that you always dreamed of doing, and it's probably like a creative, like the creative field. So if you always want to be a singer or a musician or an artist or a content creator or influencer or something like that, a model, then you do that. And with the Star and then the Nine of Swords under it, you do that, and you have a lot of recognition for that, and you're like famous for that. And that is causing a lot of people to have anxiety because they want the life that you have, but they haven't been able to be as successful in it as you have been able to be in it. And then with the Death card after that, but that's because you have to go through a lot of transformation, and you did a lot of work on yourself, and you have to become emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. You have to detach from the situation and learn to separate the art from the artist, and realize that, you know, sometimes you learn how to cater to your audience. The gossip on you is that you know how to cater to your audience, and you don't take things personally when they don't like a certain thing that you do, or like a certain type of content you do. Even if like you might still do it, but you know, like you consciously know what content's going to perform better than other content, or what songs are going to do better than other songs, and so on and so forth. But you just do things because you're passionate about it and because you love it, and then you'll still pour in and do the things that you know your audience likes, to keep your audience happy, but at the same time you still do things to keep you happy. So the gossip on you is that you're balanced, but then also if you're looking at it from a more negative standpoint, the gossip on you is also that your numbers is like inconsistent, or like you fell off, but then you'll like post something and then like you'll get like more things. Okay, another gossip on you is that you think that you're famous when you're not really famous. But then when you look at your numbers and you look at your work, and then you look at your comments, there are people who are literally your fans, and you are famous. Like, the numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, you know. And then when the king, with the King of Wands under the Four of Wands is, oh, with the King of Cups right next to it, it's crazy. Okay, the gossip on you is that you have a man who is passionate and soft and loving at the same time. And also the gossip on you is that your man looks really good, and or you're going to end up with somebody who looks really good. You're going to end up with somebody who's also very strong and successful, and probably also in like the creative field, something like that. Like, you'll probably end up with celebrity. The gossip on you is that you're dating a celebrity. Like, you have a celebrity, like a celebrity has a crush on you, or you're dating a celebrity, or you had sex with a celebrity, or like just somebody who's like really rich. The gossip on you is that you had sex with like millionaires, or like you went on tour with a celebrity, or like you work with a celebrity, you collaborated with a celebrity, you collaborate with celebrities, things like that. Like, you have like a close connection and close network with other successful creatives who do this for a living, and who make a lot of money doing like creating stuff. We have the Lovers. We have the Nine of Swords again. People are so concerned with what you're doing, and then they end up getting their feelings hurt. Like, the gossip on you is that every time they look at your page, or like actually what you like try to check up on you, or like get an update on your life, it's like your life is looking better, and it's more and more of a dream than it used to be. We have the King of Wands coming out again. What is the gossip on pile number? We have the Tower coming out. What's the gossip on pile number 3? We have the Star card coming out again. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. Okay, the gossip on you is that you won, that you was victorious, that you are the person who won the battle, won the war. Like, you won battles, and then from you winning multiple battles, you end up winning the war as well. Also, the fact that you stay concentrated on yourself caused you to win the war. The gossip on you is that, again, you're a star, and that you're dating a star, and you're gonna marry a star, and in your life, like, you're creating a legacy where you're famous, your husband's famous, or your spouse is famous, and then your children are gonna grow up famous and being in the limelight. The gossip on you is that, like I said, every time people look at your page, you have succeeded in something else and fulfilled another dream of yours, and are more successful, and your life looks even more perfect than it did last time. And now this is causing people to be like stressed about it. Like, people are trying to get a piece of what it is that you have. The gossip on you is that people want what you have, and that they're trying to figure out ways to try to like manipulate you into letting them into your space and get some of what you have for you to share with them. The gossip on you is that a lot of people are in love with you. A lot of people are in love with how you look. A lot of people want to look like you. The gossip on you is that people's going to get work done to look like you, or people get work done to look like you, or that people do their hair or their makeup, or like they follow your skincare routine, or they dress like you. Like, people study you so they can look like you. This gossip on you is that people study you so they can look more like you and be more like you. The gossip on you is that you have a lot of mini-me's, and that a lot of people try to be you, and that they can see that, like, they'll be hanging out with somebody, and they'll see that that person is developing characteristics of you, trying to act like you and be more like you, because they're clearly a fan of you. Even like people who you grew up with from like childhood in your past. The gossip on you is that you also are very judgmental when it comes to your lovers and who you marry, like who you plan on marrying. Like, the gossip on you is that you have a lot of suitors, and you have a lot of options, and you have a lot of choices. So you're very judgmental, and you're very picky and strategic. Strategic. You know what I mean. You're very strategic. Oh my gosh. About your lovers, about who you spend your time with, who you give your body to, who you plan on marrying, who you're going to settle down with. Like, you don't settle down in a relationship because you have so many people giving you offers that you're making sure that you pick the best choice. The gossip on you also is that you are stealing people's men. You stole people's man because of your high status and the fact that so many people look at you, and that you have so many people viewing you. Like, you, because of your high status and like how successful you are and how famous and like you know, just loved or like popular you are, men tend to want to cheat with you. That's whether or not you actually entertain it. It's just women see, or like men, whoever, you know, you're interested in, whatever the case is, they will see that their person will be hitting you up and trying to talk to you, whether you actually reject them or not. Like, that doesn't matter, because it's just, it makes them feel insecure, because they're like, oh, my person wants you. And even if you reject them, that's even more embarrassing, because it's like, my person tried to cheat on me with you and you didn't even want them. So now it's making me feel like my person's a bum, and like I can't even keep my person, even though they're not even good enough for you. Like, you're too good for my person, and I can't even keep my person. That's kind of like what you're making people feel. Another thing is that you have changed. Another gossip on you is like you changed a lot and you transformed. So like, this can come out negative. It's like, oh my gosh, this person moved, and like, or like they got all this status, so they, you know, they got a new man, whatever the case is, and they feel like they're a big shot and that they're all that, and they change so much and they change so quickly. Like, one day we was best friends, and the next day they don't even know my name. Like, next day they can't answer my phone calls, they can't answer my texts, you know. And then also, yeah, so with the star card, like ending off your reading, again, reiterating that the gossip on you is that you're going to end up, like, you and your whole family is going to end up very successful, very rich, like in the limelight. Like, you guys are the it couple, everybody's watching you, everybody wants to be you and your couple. Like, you guys are couple goals basically. And then when you have children, your children are going to end up growing up famous, and they can have, you know, you're going to have nepo babies, and they can be anything and have anything they want without actually having to put the work into it, because you already did that for them. And you're basically going to spoil your children, or you do spoil your children, and you, like, they're already going to grow up rich, they're already going to grow up in the limelight, they're already going to grow up with everybody knowing their name. And if they want to be famous too, all they have to do is like do it, you know. Like, think Blue Ivy, think Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Blue Ivy. Beyonce married Jay-Z, they were both very famous, they had a child, Blue Ivy was one of the main dancers in Beyonce's world tour Renaissance concert. Like, it's basically like that. Like, they're seeing you as Beyonce, Jay-Z, and your children as, you know, Blue Ivy. But yeah, those are your messages. Pile number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which pile you came from and how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. Also, if you would like to support me on the rest of my platforms, you can check those all out in the description box, as well as the information if you would like to donate to this channel. You can find my wish list, and then the other platforms like Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and Venmo to send in donations and tips. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading for me, then you can find that on my Etsy, where you can book a personal reading, and you can find my Patreon for more content from me for $5.55 a month. Also, be sure to check out Kay Reads' channel, where she'll be doing the reading of What Makes You Intimidating. She is a great reader, absolutely love her. So make sure that you go and show her a bunch of love, subscribe, like, leave a comment below letting her know you came from my channel, and let her know which pile you read, which pile you picked, and how it resonated for you. Also, press that bell so you can be notified whenever she uploads as well. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.
If he really cares, 'cause I can't give it all away if he won't be here.